Morning. Oh boy, you're missing a good one today. I'm going to Arethusa Falls. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm only about 0.6 of a mile in. I've only been going about 20 minutes. I'm already out of breath though. It's just absolutely beautiful so far, and apparently it just gets better. I think there's a lot of waterfalls, or for New Hampshire, relatively a lot of waterfalls on the way, and the trail comes to, it's a loop, but at some point on the trail it comes to a 200-foot waterfall that I've only heard good things about, so I'm really looking forward to that. You definitely missed a good one today. Got up here early, got up about 5, left the house about 5:15. Took my time, enjoyed the ride up through the notch, up 93. And when I got here, there's only 6 cars in the parking lot, so I don't anticipate seeing a lot of people, but it's supposed to be a beautiful day, so as it gets a little bit later in the day, there'll probably be a lot more people showing up, probably a lot of cars in the parking lot when I get back. Getting to a pretty aggressive elevation. It only goes from like 900 up to 2,700. I think I'm at 1,600 right now, so most of the elevation I think is at the beginning. I'd have to look back at all trails, see what it says, but yeah, so today, I don't know, I'll give you some updates, make you feel bad about not being here. Maybe talk about HTML a little bit. I'm still a super novice, so I don't want to talk about stuff be way too out of my depth, but I think I got a basic understanding right now. Oh, spiderweb. But yeah, so I'll let you know how it goes. Check in soon. Bye. All right, I made it to the falls. It's actually not that far up the trail. I'm only maybe a mile and mile 0.2 in, maybe an hour. This really does not do it justice. But you can kind of see the scale because how small those people are. There we go, it's kind of focusing. Let me do that. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a really nice side trail that's like a 1/4 of a mile long to get out here. A lot of the trail leading up to it was wet and damp, so I thought that it was going to be, it must have had rain recently, so I thought it was going to be running, and it is. It's amazing. Hopefully you can even hear me. I'll talk a little more about it later because there's some people coming, but I left my hiking boots at home, so I'm in my Reebok, which has some drawbacks and some benefits. The benefit being they're a little more comfortable, but big drawback is that the trail is slick, rocks are slick, and these do not have the grip, so yeah, I'll leave you with this, and I'll talk to you soon. So you really missed out on a good one today. So you really missed out on a good one today. This is an amazing hike. A big pack of people about to head up the way I went up this morning. It started to get really busy. I'm just got back to the parking lot and the parking lot is packed, but I was gonna say that this is one of my favorites. I would do this again anytime. If you go in the way I went in, the waterfall is only 1.5 miles in. It's not even that far. You could do it in an hour. You could get there and back. Not that you'd really want to rush it, and the rest of it's great, but if you're just interested in seeing a beautiful waterfall and taking a hike up the side of a stream, you could do it. No problem, in an hour or two. And then there's 2 cliffs. The Falcon Cliff, which I got a video of, was beautiful, and then the other cliff, the main cliff that most people go to, I think it's called Frankenstein Cliff. I can't remember. I didn't get a photo of the sign. It has an amazing view. You can look off into the distance and see the waterfall back across the valley, and it looks so tiny, and it's like 200 feet tall, so it's not that tiny. And then you can look and see the parking lot where I'm in now, and I got a photo of that where it's also tiny. The cars look like ants, and you can see the river and the road, and then you're hiking, that's across the valley too, kind of a different direction. and then you're hiking back down to that. So the way I went up, it was long, gradual elevation for the most part. Like it's kind of aggressive in some areas, as it will be, but coming the other way in, it's very aggressive. You're getting all the peak elevation out of the way in the first couple miles. So when you're coming down it, there's areas where you're like going right down. Oh, there's so many cute dogs here today too. There's three more good boys going up the mountain right now. It's just like, even coming down, you're like getting out of breath because it's so difficult. You're keeping yourself going slow, and then some of these areas are so rocky where the rocks are really loose. You're really watching your footing. It was a lot of fun. I really wish I had my boots instead of these sneakers, but it was okay. It was still a really good time. And then as you're coming down, right after you hit the worst of the downslope, you get to, or right before you, I guess you start it, depending on which way you go in, you hit the train tracks and the train bridge. I got some photos of that, and there's the path kind of splits, and you could go up and either walk back on the train tracks, which I really wouldn't advise, but you can go up there and sit on them for a little bit and see, you could see for a distance if a train is coming. But even if not, if you just follow the trail back, you walk underneath them, and it's a really cool sight, because you're under the I think it's called a trestle, and you can see down all the scaffolding and everything that's holding it up. I don't know if that's the right term, but it was really cool. And then when you're coming back, you're going through the woods, and you can start to hear traffic, and then it just gets louder and louder, and then before you know it, you come up on the parking lot and you're back. But yeah, the whole thing was just beautiful the whole time. Tons of chipmunks out here, oddly enough. Like, they're everywhere. And I've done other trails. I think this is the Crawford Notch area. I did the Crawford Path a few miles, 15 miles back. I didn't see any chipmunks. Here, they're everywhere. So yeah, you really missed a beautiful one. It is gorgeous now. I think I might be going out to Black Cap and doing that. Maybe take some photos and a video there. But I would do this again anytime. So yeah, hopefully you can make it next time.